Hey guys, it's me, Pokemon. I'm back. So the Unity event's going to be starting soon. If you go right into this event tab right here, you can see it's coming up. I believe it's going to start today, which is really exciting because this is going to give a ton of rewards. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bummer this didn't come out while I was on vacation because you earn points in this by playing Blitz. I had a lot of free time on vacation, so I could have really cranked out these Blitzes on vacation. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So there's gonna be 2 milestone events starting soon, and we're gonna get some bonus rewards, and there's gonna be new orbs. It's just gonna be fun. It's a ton of rewards coming out for us. First off, there's gonna be the first milestone is there's gonna be by fighting in the blitzes, you're gonna earn points towards a milestone, and then by using specific characters in those blitzes, you earn even more points. And then by completing milestones in there, you'll earn NTW shards and some fragments for her orb. And I think by competing in the blitzes too, you'd also earn fragments for orbs. Don't quote me on that though. And then by opening those orbs, you also get points to a second milestone where you get more Negasonic Teenage Warhead shards and then purple and orange gear. So essentially 2 milestones you're trying to complete. You're trying to complete all the blitz milestones, and then by earning the orbs from that milestone, you're trying to then complete all the orb opening milestones. From what I understand, it's very easy to complete the blitzing milestones. Now, I'm not so sure about how easy it is to complete the orb opening milestones. And also from what I understand, from what I've heard in the community, is it's not that hard to just sort of play Blitz throughout this whole event and just complete it by playing your natural amount of blitzes. You don't even have to use the special characters from what I understand, but if you want to sort of speed through this, you can use these special characters and really guarantee you complete the event. At least that's what I've heard across places on the internet, but I still think it's a wise idea to use these characters just to sort of crunch out these milestones ASAP. And as you can see, I've been building up some characters in relation to the milestone. I've been building some characters up just for fun too, but approximately midnight and Psylocke I'm building up in preparation for the event, which is starting today. So first off, if we take a look at the Unity tag, this is who we're going to be using for the event. So it's sort of a mishmash of characters, and then I'm going to show you the teams I built today. I actually got them from a post on Reddit, and I'll show you guys that post. I thought it was incredibly helpful. I pretty much built my team straight off of that post. You know, this is Blitz. What I would advise for these blitzes is if you really are concerned about clearing the milestones, I just tank a couple of matches and go back down to like tier 4 or 5, and then you can easily win tier 4 and 5 with literally any team. So say you're starting to get to like tier 8 in blitzes, and those battles are getting incredibly hard, just lose a couple of matches intentionally, go back down, and then you can easily win matches with your Unity characters to get a ton of points. You know, I think really I wouldn't even focus about the Blitz characters. I mean, it's like Mr. Fantastic and I forget who else this week. Really, you want the points for the milestones. This is the roster we are using. In terms of what level I'd get them all to, it really in Blitz it doesn't matter what level you have them all at, as long as it's consistent. You really just want them all to be about the same level, because you know you wouldn't want to go into a Blitz with one really big character, because then that means there's going to be one really big character on the enemy team. If you have one really big damage dealer on the enemy team, that can just ravage your team. So really the only thing you got to be concerned about is having everyone at least to close power levels, or at least at the point where a character can fight against characters that are stronger than them, because you know I do have some big characters like Symbiote Spider-Man here, but you know my smaller characters are still going to be able to fight with Symbiote Spider-Man. So just some stuff to keep in mind. You're not going to have access to all these characters too. I did have to modify some of these teams this person gave me because I don't have Phoenix, so I couldn't use her on the team. And most people probably don't have Negasonic Teenage Warhead, so she's not going to be on any teams yet. So also take that into account. And I do not have Call Obsidian, so I did not put him on a team either. I really hope I get a couple of Call Obsidian drops out of these Unity orbs. That'd be pretty hype, because I'd really like to unlock them. I really want Toad shards out of this the Domino campaign. Like, I don't want Domino shards. I did get a nice red star drop in her, but I don't want Domino shards. I want Toad shards. I want to unlock Toad. So I'll show you the teams I've built, but first let me show you that Reddit post. So right here, here's the Reddit post. It was posted by user AMV right here. Very handy post, very nice. He did an incredible job with this. He even had funny little names for them. So these are just awesome teams. So here's the 6 teams right here. He has a Sinister 6 Defenders team, a Guardians plus Hulk team, a Brawlers team with a little bit of focus on X-Men, the X-Force characters with Spider-Man characters, and then Power Armor with Avengers, and then sort of the rest of the characters like Black Order. And then you could also throw a Negasonic Teenage Warhead on that team if you wanted to. Really, I mean, this is nice. I think he really did a good job putting together these teams. Now, are any of these teams like you're going to see them top of the arena? No, but these are plenty good for blitzes, and he found a nice way to put all these characters together. So let me show you how I put that into my roster right here and how I sort of translated that over. I wish you could have a place where you could just view your teams. I hate having to go into Blitz right here and show you them all through here. But anyways, so let's go over to my teams here. So what I do is I build all these teams before the event starts. So you have all your normal teams, you know. Actually, a fun thing to do is I sort them by power. I just think it's fun to move your teams up as your teams get stronger and stronger. You know, like that's kind of satisfying, I think, to know that your team's getting stronger. But anyways, so I have, these are my normal teams right here. This team's stronger than this team. But so past this point right here with Red Skull, like these are my normal Blitz teams. Then I added in these other teams specifically for the event, and I kept them at the bottom just to sort of keep them separated from everyone else. So here are the teams. I used these top three are cookie cutter. These are exactly what he had in his post. You know, I think these are really good teams. Then once I get down here, I had to sort of stretch a little bit. This is another cookie cutter one right here. I did this exactly how he said to. I didn't have Phoenix, but since I was going for a brawlers team, I figured I'd throw another really strong brawler on there, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's an incredible character, so I figured I'll put Captain Marvel on there. She'll do a lot for the team, really guarantee those wins. Another thing, this villains team, this is really just a mess right here. Approximate Midnight Thanos are the key ones. What you could do is if I unlock Cull Obsidian, I'll put him onto this team. I'm trying to build up Corvus so I can do like an actual Black Order team, hopefully once I get Cull Obsidian. And then I put in either as your fifth member, assuming you do have Negasonic and Teenage Warhead, I'd say Kingpin or Magneto. Those are who I kind of like to put in. So I put both of them. Magneto, he'll provide a blind and sort of push characters together. Always helpful. Magneto's a strong character. Kingpin, apply defense up and all that. He's another very helpful character. I think both of those make great fifth members for those teams. So that seems a little bit of a mess right there. But it's what I'm going to try to go with for now. And again, for blitzes, this will be good enough. The really only thing of interest is Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Hopefully you'll unlock her sometime throughout this milestone event, and so the question is, what team do you put her on? So I'll probably just throw her on this team. I'll kick out the fifth member, you know, either Magneto or Kingpin. I'll put Negasonic Teenage Warhead on here. But if you wanted to put her with Deadpool and Domino to have the synergy, you could do like a Sinister Six plus X-Force team. And then you could, the problem is, if you put Negasonic Teenage Warhead with this team, then you have the three Spider-Verse characters that have to stick together. And putting characters together gets really difficult because you have like group of three with Spider-Verse, group of three with X-Force, group of three with Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, group of 3 or 4 with the Brawlers. You know, it's really hard then to rearrange the teams to make room for Negasonic Teenage Warhead to go with the X-Force. And since it's blitzes, I just throw in this fifth team right here and call it a day. That'll be plenty good. And the way I plan on running these blitzes during this event is what I will do is I will go through, I'll do my normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blitz teams. I'll run through them. I'll do all those guys like normal. Then I'll use my blitz refreshes because all these characters I will have, I think all these characters, I might not have all of them on a team, but most of these characters I will have already used in a blitz match. So these characters will all be on cooldown. But what I'll do is when I can, I will go through and I'll do a refresh on these guys. So I will run all my normal teams, then I'll go through refresh, 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 run these teams. And once I run out of blitz refreshes, which I will eventually, I've always had an excess of them. I'm not good about using resources like that build up, and I'm always worried about using them and then needing them, but then I just end up never using them. But what I will do is once I run out of blitz refreshes, then I'll start out with the blitzes by running these back 6 teams here. And then I'll go through and run any other teams I have that do not use characters from those pre-made teams. So, you know, really, I'd build your blitzes around running those 6 teams as much as possible to maximize your points for these milestones. But don't be too stressed about this, because from what I understand, it'll be pretty easy to do. So, you know, it's not something to really worry about, but just make sure you are using those Unity characters as much as you can. And again, don't be afraid to drop down in Blitz tiers. You know, right now, as you can see, I'm in tier 7. It's still pretty doable to fight a battle in tier 7. You could I could probably beat this right here. I could definitely beat this right here. But like once you get to tier 8.3, it actually gets pretty difficult to win blitzes unless you're using like these really strong, not this, not that one, but like unless you're using like these really strong cookie cutter teams. You know, like like this mishmash team right here would not be winning in Blitz 8.3, at least not with the power level I currently have on this team. So don't be afraid to drop down in blitzes. I would much more prioritize the points to the milestone as opposed to points towards the blitzes, because you really don't need Mr. Fantastic shards. So with that being said, I hope you guys are all really excited for this event coming out. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I wonder if we can see the orb in store right now, and if we can take a look at what's going to be in it to get a preview of it. No, we cannot see it in the store right now, so we can't get a preview of all the kinds of stuff we'll be finding in it. But either way, I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm a huge fan when these kind of events are around. I've actually missed the past two, because I think Ghost Rider was one, and I think Cyclops was one too. I wasn't playing the game during either of those characters. Well, I don't have Cyclops, but I'm really excited to actually get to play through one of these events. It's just sort of going to add another level of rewards we get every day on top of what we normally do, so going to be a lot of fun. With that being said, you know, what do I really know, because I am only an 18-year-old. I hope everyone has a happy and healthy day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Signing off, everyone.